What's good, people? You're tuned into Big Condo Radio. I am Royzy Rothschild. This is the Shakedown, Liverpool City. I got my guy with me today. He goes by the name of Lucky. Obviously on his socials as Lucky Music. So, how are we, lads? Are you good?
I'm really good, yeah. Thank you for having me for a start.
It's a pleasure,
Honestly,
bro. It's a pleasure.
big. It feels like quite a biggish move for me. 'Cause I live in a field in Wales, in a house
Okay, let's go. You live in a field. Let's start
in Wales,
there. Yeah.
a proper converted barn.
Mm.
So the fact I got an opportunity just to be here, it means a lot, bro.
Yeah. So you're originally from Wales?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Welsh.
Yeah. So what part of Wales do you live in? Because I
North
actually
Wales, the cold part.
North Wales. What by Bangor?
Yeah, by Bangor, yeah, down that end, yeah.
Down that end. Do you know what? Right. I actually love Wales. Like I used to go down to Rill every weekend for
Really?
for 6 months straight. Yeah. Used to just have a good.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? So I do like Wales. So what's the Welsh rap scene like?
To be honest, I can't really say there is one. There may be loads of rappers in Wales now thinking, what are not? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's not much of a scene. There's not much opportunities and things, to be fair. There's a few people from Cardiff. I've done some work with a local you done know from Cardiff before as well. He was pretty decent, but I've not really heard of him since.
What wasn't Goldie Lock and Chain from Wales?
Yeah. Your mother's got a penis. Is it true?
I'm trying to think of that song that they had. That was a commercial success.
Guns don't kill people, rappers do.
Yeah.
Call them the police.
Remember that? Yeah. I remember thinking to myself, like, what is this?
Absolutely nuts, yeah. Absolutely nuts.
So obviously, there's not much of a scene down there.
No,
So
not that I've noticed, especially not where I am, not up north, maybe further down.
Yeah.
I imagine in Cardiff, big city, there's going to be more. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah, so it's local dot plug.
If you're thinking who the voice is coming in, that is not the voice of God. We have D-Man in the studio. Shout out D-Man as well, he's jumping in. So there's something called the local plug, which is for Welsh
artists. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Do you know what I mean? It's getting some views and it's trying to make the scene a little bit bigger. But sometimes personal pages get more.
Yeah.
So I probably get more than quite a lot of these third-party ones, to be fair.
So I heard before we was outside, and you said that you're currently working on your album, but you've got 4 albums in the bank.
Oh, I've got 4 written and recorded 4 albums.
What was the first one?
I've never named them. That's the thing. So the first one was going to be.
Okay, so you got 200 songs.
Yeah, I know. But I actually made more. I actually made I made 60% more songs.
Yeah.
And then I listened to them for a month and decide out of say 70 songs which 12 are going on it.
Yeah.
The rest I won't even use the rest.
Is there a reason why you've done that though?
OCD a little bit. Like you saying about OCD, I don't know. I'm my biggest critic. It's my biggest critic, and I like to. It's too easy sometimes when you're creating something, whether it be painting, anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just too easy. Just to kind of, I forgot what I was trying to thought was going on. With.
Well, you got 4 albums.
Oh yes, yes, too easy to. That's what it was. Yes, it's too easy to kind of put something out because you think it's amazing at the time, get really excited about it, and then all of a sudden after a week you think I put that on my album. It's not even that good, and I just don't want to. I don't want to release something unless it's perfect. So if I release something, I want it to be the best it can be from me.
Yeah.
So I keep on holding back a little bit. So I do critique my work pretty hard.
So what is it that you're going to do then? So you've got these 4 projects, and are you going to squash these down into one project and release one album, or are you looking at releasing all 4?
I was going to do it because a lot of them, because they're through different stages, because some of the stuff I've been writing for like a year and things like that. So they're all like different parts of my life. Like, so I was going to try and do it to reflect how I felt at that period. So one might be a bit more acoustic-y, one will just be a bit of the bangers.
Yeah.
Another is just with mental health and depression and things like that. So I'll have them kind of categorised, I think. So it's the same genre.
Yeah. Well, what's the favourite song that you've recorded so far from yourself, and what's it about?
Scars.
It's called Scars.
Featuring D-Man 420.
Featuring D-Man, yeah. And
I love Scars.
what's that about?
basically it's about love, heartbreak, really. Bit of depression, self-harm. But it's good. I'm actually going to do that in the live launch.
And what album's that off? Is that more current or?
So that will be with this. So the one I'm going to release first would be like I'm playing with the words. I think they might call it the breakdown, like because it's literally what I had, like so it's like a breakdown. So I might have All That and Scars will be on that album. There's got Houses Full of Ganja will be on that album. Heavy will be on that album. The Whole World, all the bangers, the main bangers are going straight on there.
Well, I just want to pick at you a little bit because obviously you've just said then that you've had a breakdown.
Pretty much,
which is
yeah.
quite heavy, bro. It's not something that
yeah.
people go around advertising. So, kind of like what happened there, if you don't mind me asking?
Just life. Like I've always been a little bit different. Like my brain works a little bit different. So I've always been an anxious person.
Was it like a work thing though? Like
no,
with pressures from work and thing, or?
I got a. It's quite a funny story actually. I got a virus just from a common cold, yeah. But I got a virus on my brain, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I was in hospital and stuff. I couldn't walk or move my hands. I started losing my speech.
And it wasn't COVID.
It wasn't COVID. No. And after this, like so when I stand, I got vertigo. So when I'm standing, everything around you now, there's this for me. But after that, I got psychosis, paranoia, anxiety, depression. So I got a little bloke that's with me sometimes called Derek. Like,
really?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's mad, like.
Yeah, I know.
But I talk about it just because I just want people to be aware, like raise awareness for other people. Because I was so scared of like going, Mum, Dad, I'm nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this Derek character, he was a part of the virus, or is this another part of the hardship that you've been through?
This came on after, like I only call it Derek just so I can try and not be as scared of it. To be honest, it's like crazy. Like I hear voices and all sorts.
Yeah. Are you sure them voices on your inner conscious?
I hope it is.
Yeah.
But I don't actually, because it's quite evil. Like, but I hope that. Yeah, I know. Like it's all like in the brain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just now obviously it's getting the right medication treatment just to manage it really. But I would suggest anyone, even if you're a little bit depressed, go to the doctors, phone the Samaritans, whatever, phone a friend. If you leave it, like it'll get worse.
I'm starting to guess that music is your therapy.
Music is the only. I don't like staying still and stuff. So music's the only, say, 30 minutes. Yeah, I can only get 30 minutes of heaven a day. Okay, you know I'm by myself all day, every day. I get 30 minutes of heaven is when I get my headphones go on. Okay? My headphones go on. I get goosebumps when I put my headphones on, and I've just closed my eyes and. I can only do it for 30 minutes because my head starts going, but But that's what I do, and that 30 minutes to me is bliss. I've even got like a coping song, so I have to have a coping song. So when I have a bit of a hard time, when I have a bit of a hard time, I have to sing a song to myself. Like,
it's like that because do you know what? Like I think, like when things like this are happening to yourself, you kind of feel like, it's all me, this is on me, you know what I mean? But there's actually like a lot of people out here that are suffering with different things mentally. That's why obviously there's a lot of mental health awareness going on now.
There is. I'm staying with my friend's mother up over in Kirby, West Kirby, and that's telling her about it. Because obviously I take my medication like X amount of times a day and stuff like that, and I can't really eat. So I was telling her about it, and she goes, "Well," and her daughter also said, "Well, I got this. I got this problem." And I feel like people more like they open up to you more once you're open and honest. I feel like everybody can understand you. Like sometimes Demon gets hell from me, but he knows, like he understands, and he stays by my side. Like he gives me confidence, and he gets me through the hard days. Demon and music.
Because like I've even got issues myself. Know what I mean? Like my upbringing was so bad on my mind that I have to work all the time just so I don't remember it. I gotta stay active, and I gotta keep working constantly. Otherwise, if I have a break and I sit down and then I start remembering everything. So I just work just to block out everything.
That's the thing, like, because there's some days I can't get out of bed, like I'm can't leave my room. I'm just stuck in my room, and I know if I don't go through that door, I'm lost. So I've got
Yeah.
to, for no matter what, like you said, keep going. I always just push myself,
Yeah.
even if I don't want to. I just always go and push myself.
Know what'll help you if you get a diary.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm kind of doing with the
Mm.
music, to be honest. So
Yeah,
my
yeah.
music is a pretty. So what you'll see in my set now, I've done a 120 or 136 bar freestyle. But it's all by story really about my mental health
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Like, so basically, it's like a letter to like a girlfriend almost, and then it's like how I felt at the time, how I feel, how it was my parents,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how like there's different signs for people to pick up if they're with somebody that might just be a bit different or their mood has changed. It's got a role in it. It's good. Medicine is called.
So I think that this is really good that the music is helping you in a way. And we had an artist on a couple of weeks back called Finn Bars, you probably know him.
Yeah, yeah.
And he kind of was saying that, you know, music was his, his relief from the things that he's been through as
Yeah,
well. So,
he's got some deep stuff, and he's got the song Pain. Finn Buzz, Let Me Go on Pain. I love that song, you know.
yeah, I don't think I've heard it, but
You did it in your room.
do you know what? There's that much stuff goes on me. Do you know what? Actually, I have heard it because I remember Chase saying that he said to him about doing a video to it. Yeah, I have heard it, but we need to understand, people. Yeah, I am in contact with like 4, 5, 6, 7 different musicians every single day. I must hear about, I don't know, about 50 songs a day, and my head gets I just go, you know what I mean? Do you get me? So yeah, I have heard it. Sounds good, Finn. Well done. Right. So yeah. So you got these albums. What are you doing? What are you looking at doing to promote them, to get out there? Because obviously you've got no form of performing now, because most places are turning into a 3-tier. All the events are getting shut down. So how are you looking at promoting these projects?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. Obviously I'll use my Instagram and stuff like that. I need to get more savvy with Facebook and things as well, because I want to do a hard copies, to be honest. Not just I want like maybe 50 hard copies to sell.
Yeah, I would.
Just because I want one for myself for the car, like one for my mum or something. And then try and get her up as an album for purchase, only for cheap, like $3.99 if people want to buy it.
Well, I have mentioned this to all new artists as well. I'm not saying that you're a new artist, but just in general, new artists. Before you put your music on Spotify, Apple and Deezer and these types of platforms, you should always get some form of hard copy. Get yourself some t-shirts, maybe some hoodies, maybe some posters, and even if it is only 50, make sure that you push and force those 50 copies out before you put it on them channels, just for the simple fact is, if you do an EP and it's £8, and you put a t-shirt with it and you do it for £20, that's going to be more than, I don't know, what?
0.001p
14,000 streams.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to stream to get that 20 quid, and you can get that off your cousin, your auntie, someone that know what I mean. So
someone that has to buy it.
yeah. But if you do 50 copies, and you're gonna make yourself a couple hundred quid. Which to do that on Spotify, you're gonna have to stream millions.
Yeah,
to get them figures. Know what I mean? So. Defo,
and it's still pretty cool, because once this COVID and stuff sorts itself out, like I just want to walk down the street just rapping, just handing them.
Yeah, just get them out. That might be costly though. Just giving them away for free. Hey. But so you're looking at getting some hard copies. You're looking at maybe doing some Insta music videos.
Yeah, I need to get onto music videos and stuff. I'm rubbish. Like my YouTube is awful.
Yeah.
But I've got so much stuff, so that'll be more active from this week. I'm going to start uploading and try and build that up a little bit, because I've only got like 39 subscribers, I think. I never bothered with it.
Yeah. No, just keep plugging away and just keep promoting.
Thing, yeah, and I got a good volume. I got some good followers on Insta and stuff like that. I got a good following there.
So what has been the most musical thing that impacted you so far? That you've took away some type of power that's made you continue to progress?
Probably meeting Danny a bit, to be honest. So I used to make music from the age of 15. About 15. But I used to stop and start because never thought I was any decent. Like.
Yeah.
Really wasn't at first.
Mm.
So I used to stop and start. Maybe I got to a point maybe for like 7 years, and I wrote like 2 songs. That was it. Never released them. Wasn't on Instagram. I ended up in hospital. My liver stopped working, so I was in hospital for.
Now he's been in the wars. He's
I
been in the
have,
wars, hasn't he? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hey.
I was supposed to be dead, like, yeah. Literally, I was supposed to be dead. My liver stopped for 10 days. Yeah, it stopped for 10 days.
Alcohol induced or just?
No, it was paracetamol. Like, take too much paracetamol over the years.
Yeah.
And it started scratching against the main valve to my liver, yeah. And
this is why I don't take anything at all. Nothing. And listen to this, right? Yeah. If you get an infection, right, all you need is an onion. I kid you not. I kid you not. It sounds crazy, right? Yeah.
Everywhere, like.
Yeah. If you've got right, I don't want pharmaceutical companies reaching out. I don't want pharmaceutical companies reaching out or telling me anything like that, right? But onions are antibacterial, right, and antifungal and antiviral.
What is if you got an eye infection?
It's gonna fucking sting like mad, isn't it? Know what I mean? But yeah, honestly, if you've got a bacterial infection, you just cut an onion up, get it into a paste, rub it on it. Like it works for like shit, like for athletes, yeah, sports people that get because they're sweating all the time and the training and stuff like that. They get like athlete's foot, yeah. You don't need all that cream, just onions down
How
your
much
feet.
onions? 69p is them for free.
Yeah, just onions,
get
rub
onions,
it on it.
don't take paracetamol.
Yeah. If what you call it, start eating onions, that'll clean out your blood. It cleans your blood. I'm not messing, mate. I kid you not. If you really want to push it further, garlic. Get some garlic. That opens up your valves to let your blood flow, stuff like that.
Do you like
onions? What?
Do you like onions?
I don't like onions, no, but it's one of them. If I get a cut or a scratch, I just go and get an onion and rub it on it. It heals dead quick. Yeah. Caught you off guard there with the onions, didn't I?
Got me, yeah.
Promoting for Tesco. Tesco's onions.
Yeah. Donate your onions to Big Conda Radio.
But what are you looking at doing over the next 5 years? Now, I know a few people, they can't even see past next week or tomorrow, but I always look at things as long term. That's how I build, by looking at years ahead rather than next week. So where do you see yourself doing with what you're doing now in 5 years?
5 years, I should have a couple of albums out definitely by then. I'd want to.
Well, you've already got 4. So
just need to put them out. So more shows and stuff really, and maybe actually make more than a quid. Like
yeah.
So I think I made like 40 pence off Spotify.
There we go. Spotify strikes again.
God, yeah. It's crazy, like. But definitely do more shows and things like that, and just kind of get myself out there. Like I said, I just want to go down streets rapping to people, like.
What's busking?
Not even busking, just going around rapping to people like in cities, because cities I'm never going to go again with probably. I'm never going to see these people again, but I'd rather just kind of just stand in the middle of like a city. With a megaphone or a mic and just rap.
Yeah, I've seen people do it. I know people
get on another train, go somewhere else, do the same. Yeah.
I know a guy who basically goes city to city and he takes his CDs and he raps and sells the CDs on the spot and gives them out. And he doesn't sell them for like a £5 or £8 or anything like that. He says, give me whatever you think it's worth. So if you've only got 50p, he'll give you it for 50p. If you want to give him a £5, I'll take the £5.
Imagine he gives you a slap. Imagine he gives you a slap.
Yeah, comes with a slap. But yeah, I think that's worked very well for them.
Yeah, and the way I look at it as well, because even if you're a bit rubbish, like as long as you're there and you're trying, they're still going to film you. So people will film you anyway, and they'll start posting, and they'll be like, "Who's this crazy guy here?"
Yeah. It sounds good. But
he's not wearing any pants.
Who's your top 5 rappers?
Top 5 rappers. I'm gonna have to say D-Man.
Okay.
Because he said it about me, and that's why I go. I'm sorry to Eminem, and like Eminem likes to probably come second, but old Eminem.
Old Eminem.
I was a massive fan of Slim Shady.
Yeah, my favorite album was the Slim Shady LP, but I actually like the new Eminem as well. I think few people are a bit harsh with regards to his music. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. But the thing is, what's happened to him? He's gone so good now. It's too flawless. Yeah. That's why I think he's too monotone.
Okay, I've not heard anyone say that, but I can see what you're talking about.
Because he's too good.
Yeah.
He's not trying.
So So
NF. I've got started like an NF recently. He is an animal.
I think I've heard of him. I think my daughter listens to him.
Probably. He's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
animal. He's an absolute
Does he
animal.
rap about mental health?
Yeah,
And-
mental
yeah,
health
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
church
yeah.
and all sorts of stuff and
Don't-
just life.
I'm not a fan, but that gets blasted all over my house every day, I tell you. Yeah.
When I probably had to go to Little Wayne in the car at times.
Little Wayne.
When he did the $1 Million, people kind of underestimate because he goes with the stupid noises
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But that Carter album was fantastic.
Mm.
Like it was like sold like 2 million copies like straight away.
Yeah,
It was the best album. It's still one of my favorite albums.
He's not in my top 10, but I think he's alright, Lil Wayne.
I like Lil Wayne. Just his clever little wordplay. And then I'd probably say Jay-Z, the old Jay-Z.
The old Jay-Z.
Blueprint.
Well, what I say with that, I think Nas is the
Sweet
greatest.
Disciple, that album.
Not before that. It was
Illmatic.
written in Illmatic and stuff like that. Like Nas for me is the God MC. I know Rahim's meant to be the God MC, but Nas for me is the all-time greatest rapper of all time. Yeah. But I think Jay-Z is the all-time all-rounder. What I mean,
money man, like get everything
Yeah,
doing, making moves.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got Beyonce. Have you seen him? He's not even good.
I know he's got
looking, like.
Beyonce. Like Nas with the words, Jay-Z all round. For me, Jay-Z's actually my idol. So
Oh, right.
yeah. But I know.
Well, he's got
Nas
that
is
boss
better.
mentality, hasn't he?
Yeah. Do you get me?
He's got a boss mentality.
Yeah. But I like that list because it's got a good collection in there of different sounds, different vibes, and different auras. So you've got a good selection of
Quite
different
good, yeah.
different
moods
vibes
as well, so it's quite good.
Yeah.
Like it's good.
Well, we're coming to the end of the interview. Just before we come to the end, for people that this is the first time people are watching you, the first time that your introduction, Lucky Music, yeah. Why should people listen to you?
I don't know. I just think you should just feel sorry for me, really, and just listen. But I try and spread a message, to be fair. So I go about mental health, anxiety, depression, psychosis, paranoia, but then I make some good bangers as well. But all I do try and do is raise hope and give awareness to make other people realise they're not alone and they should just reach out. That's why you should listen to me.
You go.
And I'm quite clever.
There you go. So that's why you should listen to him. Go check him out, especially if you're struggling, going through a hard time. Remember, music is medicine. You know what I mean?
Amen.
And my guy's a doctor, so go check that out. Yeah. But before we go, your socials, how do people contact you, get in touch?
New_lucky_music on Instagram. YouTube is Lucky Music. And Spotify is Lucky Lyrics, because that's my original name.
Yeah.
It was a bad move calling myself Lucky Lyrics. Because if you Google Lucky Lyrics, it just comes up as lyrics for a song called Lucky.
Okay.
There
we go.
Spears. Okay.
So I think he needs to change all that, but go follow him while they're still there, yeah. But, you've been tuned into Royzy Rothschild with Lucky Music. Go check him out. This is Big Condo Radio, the Shakedown, Liverpool City, and we are out. Peace.